the Niners were to take a quarterback in round 2, it seems like there's 3 that would be in consideration. Maybe McCord, although I haven't seen him getting mocked that high. It would be
has to be
Dart.
Dart.
It would be Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, and Tyler Shug. I think the Niners would take Jackson Dart. I don't think he's worth the 11th pick in the draft. Although I do feel like some team might reach for him. Like the Steelers could reach for Jackson Dart in the early 20s.
I actually have a question for you. So I'm looking
Sure.
at these quarterback rankings where they got everyone rated. Do you think there is a world in which the Niners are the idiots that grab Ewers?
I don't think so.
You don't think they're that dumb?
Where is Ewers? So
he is
here's what I got.
Supposedly the 4th ranked quarterback in this class,
according
higher
to who?
than Draft Buzz.
Okay, see, I'm looking at ESPN, like they're behind their paywall.
Okay,
the Scouts Inc. stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go with them. Cam Ward is ranked at 7 overall. Shedeur Sanders is ranked 14, but I think he's going to drop. Jackson Dart is ranked 28. Tyler Shug is ranked 38.
Okay.
So and Milroe is ranked 80. So that's just one
4th highest rated.
I feel like if you look at Shug, you look at Dart, you look at Sanders, those are 3 guys who fit the 49ers offense. I don't know who Kyle would like the most, but they all fit. They're all pocket passers. They could take one of those guys.
But here's my issue with Shug. He's only played 40 games in 7 seasons in college.
7 seasons. I know he missed 3 seasons with
he's injuries. Broken his collarbone. He's broken his sorry, let me pull this up. So yes, he has multiple collarbone injuries and a broken fibula.
Terrible.
So I don't want him. Yeah, I don't want him at all. Like, because if I'm moving on from Purdy for 3 injuries, I'm not going to draft someone that's been injured.
Have you watched him though? His arm is stupid.
Yeah, his arm's crazy. But the issue is, can he be on the field long enough to see it? Like that.
That's why he'll be there in the middle of round 3 too, though. I wouldn't take him in round 1, but in round 2, like I might.
I feel like that's a hard sell. Like especially like say you're Kyle pitching this right all right, Purdy's getting too injured, so we're getting Shug. Wait, what? Isn't he injured too much too? Well, yeah, but his arm's at least strong. Yeah, but he doesn't even play.
He's older than Purdy.
Yeah, like how do you pitch that? He's older and he's more injury prone.
Now, if it's Jackson Dart, that's an easy pitch. PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the 4th quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell him Grant sent you.
Oh, Jackson Dart's an easy pitch. He's younger, he's better, he's faster, he's stronger. And
didn't have elbow surgery.
He hasn't had elbows. He actually doesn't really get injured. He's pretty durable.
And same with Shedeur. You could make a pitch for him.
And a lot of Jackson Dart's issues are mechanics related, which I mean, sure, yes, that can sound bad, but a lot of the guys nowadays can find a quarterback coach even outside the organization and fix a lot of that up. Like Josh Allen did it. He went to a quarterback coach, fixed a lot of his mechanical issues. And that's a lot of Jackson Dart's issues are his mechanics, are his base and
I got another reason why they would go for Dart or Sanders. Let's say they get Sanders and Dart isn't available because he's been taken by the Steelers. Do you know how many freaking jerseys they would sell?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Dude, like
After this
bobbleheads,
depressing
jerseys.
offseason, we deserve Jackson Dart.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like
Or
the Steelers are going to
Janty.
take them.
Or Janty. Honestly.
No, but seriously, like the Niners are all about making money, right? They're trying to cut back on their spending. They're investing in other franchises, soccer teams. Like they would make more money. They would spend less on Sanders than they would spend on Purdy, and they would make more money off of Sanders' name, image, and likeness than Purdy's. They would.
I agree. I will say this. I genuinely don't think Shug will be picked. I think like their three quarterbacks would be Sanders, Dart, and McCord. Because like he's injured too much. I don't think Kyle's going to opt into that. He hates injury-prone players, especially with how much he wants to overuse you. He'd put Shug on a QB power first quarter, first game of the season.
That's a good point. I can't disagree with anything you said there. So I mean, look, I think what we're saying is that to us, this makes sense.
Yeah.
It would be something that we would consider. It's not, we don't know if it's something the Niners are considering.
I'd pull the trigger, baby. I'm not considering
it depends. I wouldn't pull the trigger until the Titans are on the clock at 35. Because if Dart isn't there and Sanders isn't there, I don't know if I make that trade. So I can trade Brock Purdy for what?
I would also aim for the Browns at that point. But yeah. In second, if I'm waiting till the second, you have to wait for Browns because why would the Titans do that after grabbing Cam?
Yeah. Because the biggest mistake the Niners made among the mistakes they made in 2021, trading up a month before the draft, seemed like they wanted Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Mac Jones would have been there for them at 12. Anyway.
That's why I've always been along the theory that they traded up with the intention of grabbing Zach Wilson. I have always thought they traded up wanting
Well, again,
Zach
if that was their intention, if they had just waited until the Dolphins were on the clock with the third pick, they would have known that Zach Wilson wasn't there and not made the trade. Right?
So I agree with you. I think if they're jumping to top 6, in my opinion, it's for Banks, Membu, or Janty. And then or who knows, maybe they're talking to a top 6 team, like you said, about their second round pick. Maybe like, okay, well, how? Because John did that to the Patriots when he got Jimmy. Hey, what about Tom? Dude, no. Okay, then what about Jimmy? Oh, I didn't think about that. So maybe
also,
that's
the
what he
Patriots
did.
did that to the Niners. Like the Patriots knew they shouldn't pay Jimmy Garoppolo. They knew it. They were right. And they sent him over here and let the Niners gave him $130 million for heartbreak.
Did you hear about how, who was it? Martellus Bennett, one of the Bennett brothers. He was on Julian Edelman's podcast talking about how the locker room didn't like Jimmy at all. They did not. That. Yeah, they didn't like Jimmy at all. So maybe that was part of it too. And they were like, oh, what about Jimmy? Like, sure. Our locker room hates him anyways.